coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. We got a three-piece up in here today. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, man? What's going on? Salute, salute. TBP Nation, stand up, man. Big love, man. We out here. Same agenda. Same agenda. Pushing P, man. Pushing that positive energy, man. Trying to save them. Trying to save them. Trying to keep them from making that big mistake, man. That big leap from freedom to enslavement, incarceration, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same, but we trying to stop them. We don't want to see them in that position. We don't want to see them go down that road, man. You know, that's what I think you're supposed to do when you know what's ahead. You know, you let other people know that's on their way, man. So maybe they can, you know, U-turn. Maybe they can detour. Maybe they can change their life. That's what we trying to do over here on TBP Nation, man. Big love to everybody who support me. Big love to everybody who follow this platform, push this movement, because it is a movement, not a moment, a movement. So big love to everybody who do that, man. Let's go, let's get it. Hey, man, the raffle is still in full effect. Get your tickets, man, while they left. Get your 75-inch TV for $10. For $10, get you a 75-inch TV. Get in the raffle. Support the meet and greet. All proceeds going to the meet and greet. So let's do it. Let's get it, man. The meet and greet is November the 29th, 30th. Check my shorts for all information about that. Check my community posts. Check my Instagram posts. It's everywhere. If you want to be there, you can be there. Ain't no excuses, man. Let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, stand up. Salute. Hey, man. I was just talking to an old comrade, and it just brought this up in my mind, man. You know, there's a lot of things that go on in the penitentiary that y'all don't know about. A whole lot of things. But one of the things that go on in there that y'all may not know about, I think I spoke about a couple of these things before, but I don't know how much in detail I spoke. But you know, in the penitentiary too, sometimes, man, they have water outages. Literally water outages where we don't got no water for. I've been on there, I think the longest I went was probably like a week or two. We got no water, meaning we can't take showers, we can't drink water, we can't even flush our toilet. You understand? We have power outages, right? Which is probably the most dangerous one. When we got power outages, that means there ain't no light. It ain't no electricity. They can't open and close the door. So you can go in and out freely as you choose. Power outages, like a blackout. So we had a power outage one time. I'm on this institution for like 3 days. You understand me? 3 days with no power, right? That means you can go in and out your cell at will. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Now the problem with this is when they got the power outages, the officers is scared. They paranoid. You know what I'm saying? They nervous pervs. You got all the dudes is in the block. That makes them had to be on their P's and Q's now. Cause this dude that you ain't like, or this dude you been snatching with, or this dude you been walking around acting tough with, but you know you acting tough with him because he ain't trying to go to jail, he ain't trying to get locked up, he's scared and you glad of it. You know, those type of situations. Now it all comes to a head because ain't nobody stopping you from doing whatever you want to do to whoever you want to do it to. Nobody. Police ain't coming in there like talking about. You know what I'm saying? They scared when they do the count. They got to do the count, but they scared when they do the count. Because we on a power outage like that, they just gonna tell you stand in front of your cell. But they usually come in two and do the count. But when the power outage is going on, they might come 6, 7 deep just because they nervous and watch the two dudes walk around and count bottom and top, and then they skedaddle. They getting up out of there. You know, man. At nighttime they ain't coming in there, man. It seems like at all because it ain't. It's dark. It's pitch black in the penitentiary. You in a block and it's pitch black dark, just like this shirt. And dudes is walking around creeping, going from cell to cell. You know, dudes done put them things on their hip now like it's a gun holster. Cause ain't nobody coming in there and say, man, what you got, man? Come on, ain't nobody doing that. And I think a lot of dudes was doing it just to let a dude know in case he got something on his mind. Yeah, I got one of them, I got one of them hole punches. Yeah, I got a hole puncher on me. I got that Bethlehem on me. So these be really, really intense moments. And then you gotta sleep. You gotta remember that now. You gotta sleep and your door is open. Or it can be pulled open with no problem. So it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous, man. You got to know who your seller is. You got to know what position you in. You got to know what's his position with you. You got to know everything in these type of moments. Because these type of moments can literally be life or death. Can literally be safety or hospital. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. So this was a crazy situation, man, for real. And like I say, I don't think this was my first one. This is the second, third, about my third one, but this one was like more critical. It was more crucial because, like I said, it was 3 days, and then the institution that I'm on, that is happening on, it's like they wilding out. They, you know what I'm saying? They wilding out. Dudes be wilding out. The COs is in the booth. They ain't doing nothing. They can't do nothing. What can they do? You know, dudes is going crazy. You know, if they put a female in there, dudes is gunning like they mind gone bad. Dudes is going in other dudes' cells, taking their commissary, you know, cause they can. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something about it. If you don't do nothing about it, they come in and take it. You know, dudes is getting crushed in the cell. Yeah, I mean, what's all that stuff you talking with their homeboys? Running there with their homeboys and give me your taking commissary, taking TVs, taking radios, taking shoes, clothes, everything. And telling them when we come off, if you tell, you know, you gonna get it. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all of the what you think you is, you gonna find out right then and there. Cause somebody they gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying, they gonna wanna address them issues that they've been having. They gonna wanna be dressed them little funny looks you've been giving, them little fake grits you've been walking around with on your face like you tough. Dudes gonna wanna find out. Are you like that? Or you was just faking like that? They gonna wanna find out. You know? And God forbid somebody got that devil's brew, somebody got that Jerry wine, somebody got that alcohol, and dudes get drunk. Cause dudes already had that sticky icky. They had that weed on there. So dudes is high. Dudes is walking around tripping, smoking. The block smell like weed. You know, it was just a wild scene, man. It was to me like if you ever seen the what's the movie called, man? You ever seen like it's like the gangs of New York, man. It's like it's just no rules. Everybody just walking around with the Bethlehems and the whole punches hanging out, and dudes got on pajamas, dudes got on boxers, dudes got on boots, dudes is, you know, checking sales and checking temperature, walking around looking. You don't even supposed to be looking in dudes' cells. Dude looking in, yeah, what he got up in there? You know what I'm saying? Seeing if they want to pull a move. Man, the people got so nervous, pervers about coming in there themselves, the COs, which is another testament to let you know you're on your own in the penitentiary. I done told y'all this 10,560,000 times. You're on your own. These people were so nervous, pervers. Then you got people that get medication, right? So they gonna come to the salad port and call you down there to come to the salad port and put a crack in the door like this to try to give you your medication. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't even coming on time. You might not get your medication on the time that you're supposed to get your medication. They scared to come in the block. They run the institution, but they scared to come in the block because their cover of protection has been taken off of them. You know, it ain't no power. They might can't get out in time. They might can't get people over there and get them in the building in time if something jump off. So they just protecting themselves and saying, hey, you fend for yourself. You on your own. You know, they scared to come in there with the food. They were bringing the food on a big cot, pushing it in the salad port, crack the side door, tell people that the food is in the salad port. Somebody, anybody, go down there, grab the cot, pull the cot in, What is 84 people in there? It's 84 bag lunches, 84 bag breakfasts, it's 84 bag dinners, whatever one it is. The dude to pull it in, he might grab him 4-5 bags. If you don't get down there and get your food in time, they ain't even tripping about you ain't even ate. It's dudes on that lockdown, on that blackout, power outage, ain't eat for 3 days if they ain't had no food in their cell. And there's some dudes that had food in their cell they couldn't eat because somebody came and took all of their food. So you on a 3-day fast if you weren't built like that. And now I know it ain't funny, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? You on a 3-day fast if you ain't built like that because you ain't gonna eat because dudes gonna savage. You know what I'm saying? Whoever get there in there first gonna get the bags. They just take, man, somebody, hey man, you getting too many bags. Hey man, mind your business. What's up? They is on. So everybody is on point. Hey man, this what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You in the gangs of New York, man. You got to get it how you live. If you ain't built to get it, you ain't gonna get it. If you ain't built to get it, you ain't gonna get it. And if you raise your voice up in there, knowing that ain't no help coming, knowing that ain't no police gonna save you, knowing that you on your own, you better be ready for what come with it. You better be ready for what come with it. So it was wild, man. It was a wild and out time, man, back then. And it was a lot of dudes that I could remember in there during that time some of these dudes I spoke about. I know Peto was in there during that time. Ty Kim was in there during that time. Who else? I think Pittsburgh was up in that joint. Big Judd, Country Sep was up in that joint. Bird was up in that joint. What's the old boy name? He was a wild one, man. Hop City up in that joint. And I think me and Dixon was sellers. Me and Dixon up in that joint. Man, this was a wild block, and it was a real big dude. I can't remember what his name was, but he like 300. He up in that joint. Man, this joint was crazy, man. Dudes was they had that devil's brew. Dudes was drinking. Dudes was smoking. Dudes was walking around, man, just cutting up. Man, music blasting. You got who was popping at that time? Wu-Tang Clan. You got Wu-Tang Clan blasting all over the block. You know what I'm saying? We got a power outage, but them dudes got batteries for the radio. They got Wu-Tang Clan popping 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Jokers walking around, standing in front of the cell, blowing O's right in front of the police. Police ain't gonna do nothing. What they gonna do? Call the people, tell them, hey, they ain't here smoking. They ain't coming up in there. They ain't coming up in there. You know what I'm saying? The power outage, cameras off and nothing. What you gonna do? It's pitch black in there. You can look across the pod and you see like the little red fire. It look like a little ladybug or something. You know like the ladybug, what's them jokes that light up at night? They got, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all from, but you see them little, whatever, I thought they was called not ladybugs, firebugs. You see the little, that's how you know they over there smoking. You know what I'm saying? That's how dark it was up in this joint. So imagine being in the penitentiary, pitch black dark. Everybody walking around with that hammer on them, that Bethlehem, that hole puncher, and ain't no police, ain't no rules, ain't no nothing. This is how you know what I'm saying? Dudes in there scared to death. Scared to death, man. And a couple of dudes got beat up bad. They got to lay up in there in their own blood, in their own pain, in their own cell. They done been robbed. They done been beat up, and they ain't getting no medical attention. They can't do nothing. Can't call nobody. Can't get no help. Can't do nothing. Only thing you can do is get up and try to get you some get back. Get on your grizzly. Do what you got to do. Other than that, you straight uncut stuck. If you ain't built to last, if you ain't built to go at it and get it, that's it. That's it for you. You know what I'm saying? And it was like that. Look, me and Dixon was super good. We both got that Bethlehem. We both ready for whatever, and there ain't nobody playing with us. You know what I'm saying? Because they know we not playing. So it was some dudes in there that ain't had no problem, but it was more of them that had problems that didn't have no problems. You know what I mean? Because It's that time, man. I seen dudes get fire smacked up out of. Hey, yo, man. You know, when you be coming out here in the morning watching that TV and stuff, man, and dudes be saying something to you, man, about you keep running out here putting that joint on Good Morning America. Nobody be watching it, man. Pow! Shut up. Hey, man, what you, man? Shut up. All of that was going on. You know, dudes, it was getting called out. They was getting exposed. They was getting, you know what I'm saying? It was wild, man. You know what I'm saying? So, situation, it was crazy, man. But I don't think at that time, and especially at the time I was in my bit, how I was feeling, how, you know, my situation was, it won't even really like a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? Looking back on it now, it was crazy. It was insane. But at that moment, in that moment, it wasn't really a big deal to me because I won't feeling no type of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dixon was like, man, oh, boom, Jones cut out. You know what I'm saying? You know, they ain't got to tell you go to your cell because if they say go to your cell, you can open your door. It won't no need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this jump out. But we didn't think it'd last that long. You know what I'm saying? Usually they got backup generators, and I think the backup generator came on, then that went out. You know what I'm saying? Then they had a backup to the backup, and that went out, and it was just out. And it ain't come back on for like 3 days later. You know what I'm saying? And then it took them a while to corral dudes to get back in motion. Dudes was so scared to sleep in their cell because it was so dark. Some dudes was pulling their mattress and stuff out and putting it in the middle of the pod on the floor so they could sleep right there so the police could see them in case somebody tried to do something to them, which was ironic to me because if the police see it, they still ain't gonna do nothing. But they was scared to sleep in their cell, especially if they was in the corners and they was in the nooks and crannies because it was too dark and they was scared and they ain't know if somebody was gonna come in there and do something to them. You know what I'm saying? And dudes was in there trying to do something to people too. It was a couple of that going on as well, you know. But dudes was pulling, man, I'm telling you, it probably had to be about, man, 84 people in the block, man. It was about, man, anywhere from 12 to 15 mattresses on the floor. Dudes sleeping on the floor where they could be seen, where it was like, it was dark, but not as dark. You know what I'm saying? As it was up in the tiers and in the cells. It was pitch black up in them joints. And I'm telling you, dude could just pull your door open and come right on in there, man, for whatever reason he wanted to come in there. So dudes was just, they was sleeping on the power floor. Mattress and all, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. And then, like I say, they bring in the meals and dudes ain't eating. Dudes is scared to go down there and get the bag. They scared to go down there and claim they jump. They scared somebody might say something to them. Somebody might want to physically just take it out their hands instead of taking it off the cot. So some dudes ain't even go mess with the food. You know what I'm saying? And they might not even had no food in their cell. But it was just the fear factor that, like, man, I'm I'm really on my own up in here. I'm stuck. I can't get on the phone and call my peoples and tell them what's going on. Ain't no mail coming in. Ain't no mail going out. I can't write nobody. I can't scream for the police. They ain't coming. Um, what I'm gonna do? That's how they was. They was just stuck. So they like petrified and feel for like 3 days. You know, petrified. You know, and then the crazy part about it, when they got us off of it and we come up off of it and they get to order back and they lock these doors and get counts and everything down there. When they bust the doors back open, you had dudes that were checking in, man. They wanted to go to jail now because they realized what type of dudes they really around, and some of them done already got the commissary, got took, they done got robbed, they done got hands put on them, they scared to tell it, but now they feel embarrassed because they've been exposed in the block, so they want to get gone too. You know what I'm saying? So almost half the block was trying to check out, was trying to get up out there after the joint. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want, you know what I'm saying, to be looked at the way now that everybody knew you was. Everybody now know that you was pump faking. Everybody else now know that you ain't really built like that. Like I said, you could keep a joker off you in prison for a certain amount of time, but not a long time. Not a long time. You know what I'm saying? You can put on a facade, a tough guy, tough talk, clutching, them country breaks. It'll work for a while. But you gonna have somebody that's gonna say, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna smack that joker today. Oh yeah, I'm going to police Saturday. Somebody gonna find out, and that's gonna be your time right there that you're gonna have to demonstrate. And if you don't demonstrate, and you got to demonstrate at a high level of viciousness, of violence, and if you don't do that, oh man, it's coming. It's coming. The floodgates is open, man, and people they looking at you and they trying to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of dudes was checking in, a lot of dudes got up out of that joint, man. The whole block switched around. You know, and they probably was happening like that over the compound. Other pods probably was doing this, and dudes was just wanted to get up out of there now. They want to move. Because you got sleeping giants in there too. You got dudes in there, it be in the block, man, they be devious. They be vicious, they be violent, but they in hibernation. But when they got like an outlet, now it's man, they ain't got no power here for 3 days. Man, I ain't got no commissary, man. I'm going there until 21. I'm gonna take his car. It bring it out of them. You know what I'm saying? It bring it out of them because the rules is gone. It's just that little thin line of rules, man. When you say, "Oh, I can get in trouble," or they gonna give me some more time, or I'm gonna get transferred, or I'm going to the hole, I'm going up in the mountains, and you take that away, that keeps a dude at bay. That keeps a dude on a leash. And you take that away, chaos. Chaos and confusion is. Chaos and confusion is up in them pieces, and anything might happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no rules, if you ain't, man, come on, dudes, man. You know how many dudes be in there snatching, knowing that 20 police, 30, 40 police gonna descend up on the situation before it get too out of hand most of the time. Most of the time. And that'll make them be snatching. That'll make them act like they tough. That'll make them talk that talk. Because they be like, man, because they looking at the other dude and they reading his body language. They reading his situation. They know, oh, he ain't trying to go through all that. And they don't be trying to go through all that. So they play the odds. You know what I'm saying? And, well, what? Ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. But you take that away, then you find out. Then they be quiet. You already know who they are. Cause it's the ones that be barking and be walking around talking tough. When something like that go on, it's a blackout, it's a power outage, they be quiet as a church mouse. Then you be like, oh, he been snatching. Every day he the loudest joke in the block. But when the power gone, he the quietest dude in the block. Automatically get ready to be a victim. He gonna be a victim before the first night is over. Once they find out that power ain't coming back on, once you go through one of them nights, it's 1, 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black up in there. They ain't fixed the power yet. Oh man, they might not get this on. That's when dudes start lurking. That's when dudes start creeping. That's when dudes start their mischievousness. So you got to be on, man. You got to be ready, man, because all of this happens in the penitentiary. Power outages, water outages, you name it, man. Riots, just gang violence. It's all in there. It's all in there, and you got to be prepared for all of this on any given day. It ain't got no time limit. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, because you might not have time to get ready unless you already was ready. You did? But anyway, man, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Just another piece of information to let y'all know what's going on behind them walls, man. To let you know that ain't where you want to be. Let you know that ain't how you want to live. It ain't good for nobody. Ain't good for nobody. That's an actual fact. You understand? But y'all let me know in the comments, man. Hey, get with this meet and greet, man. Pull up on me, man. We can talk in person, man. May tell some stories at the meet and greet. Who knows? We definitely gonna have a microphone, to see what's going on. So y'all let me know, man, and we gonna see what's going on, man. And the raffles is still in effect as well to support the meet and greet. Get you a 75-inch TV, man, for $10. Why not? I just got gifted one, and I must say, it's amazing to watch them Redskins win in such big fashion. Salute, TBP Nation. Y'all stand up, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Duck them hooks, man, and duck that penitentiary. You might get caught in a blackout.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.